sigue grabando. Vamos allá, vamos a confiar en que funciona. Muy buenas a todos, gente, aquí Cibor23 y estamos en un nuevo episodio de The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Primero de nada, pues esto sí me interesa, no sé por qué me dan comida de vez en cuando, pero yo no me voy a quejar, las cosas como son. A ver, ¿qué más tengo por aquí que me sobre? Vale, esto está nuevo. Esto lo vamos a gastar antes. Me lo llevo todo. Espera, ¿llevo comida de nutria? No llevo comida de nutria. Ah, no creo que necesite, tengo gumbo, vale. ¿Qué más llevo? Esto tiene bastante vida. Y nada más a sus lados. Esto, nuevecito con todas las balas, vale. Creo que vamos perfectos. Ahora, me gustaría llegar al nivel de la segadora, es el objetivo de hoy. Que por cierto, no me acuerdo de qué necesitaba. Metal, todo el metal que encuentre, de acuerdo. Pero antes, farolillo. Tenemos que seguir con las misiones y para eso necesitamos farolillo. Me encanta hacer ese gilipollez, soy normal. Vale.
Hey, tourist. The intel you've been gathering for me has been enlightening to say the least. Georgia is planning on a mass exile in the very near future. Many lives are going to be at risk. I have a few things to discuss with you. I know we were going to try to avoid the face-to-face, but the plan I'm formulating warrants it. Appreciate your ear. Meet me in the same spot as the first time, Churchyard. Thanks for all you're doing. May.
Vamos ya, ¿no? Directos, ¿por qué no? No. Es una zona pequeña. No lo había pensado. Si no me equivoco era por aquí. Dice que me verá en el mismo sitio que la otra vez. Estaba en la calle de delante. Ok. Por si acaso yo voy a ir con cuidado. Sí, vale, está ahí.
Hey, tourist. I'll get right to the point. After looking over the intel you brought me, seems like Georgia is planning to toss out a large number of people real soon. A lot of lives are going to be in jeopardy. Good news is we have some hope. The map you scored shows a safe way out of NOLA. Just need to buy some time and some space to organize exiles on a large scale. Get them ready to move. I think the reserve is going to provide the opening I need. Georgia and the tower are so obsessed with it, I don't think they'll be concerned with what I'm doing for a short while. And with the Reclaim salivating over it too, once the reserve is unlocked and revealed to the world, courtesy of you, there's going to be a bloodbath. You can count on that. And that's when I make my move. Window won't be open long though. It'll be tight, but I gotta take the chance.
I don't know, May. Sounds risky. Trying to get that many people out at once without Georgia noticing. You've seen the posters everywhere. She's trying to turn the whole city against you. Maybe you should get out with Umbra while you have the chance.
You can't be serious. After all the work my daughter and I have put in to make this dream a reality, you think I should turn my back on the people I've been working so hard to help? No. I'm all in, tourist. I appreciate your concern, but we are going to uphold our promise to these people. Do or die. I will leave the key to the reserve in the drop spot for you. Lantern will be on when it's there. When the shit goes down for the reserve, if you're thinking it's all too much and you want out, come find us. The Exodus could use someone with your particular set of talents. My hope is you won't be a fool, but my mind suspects you'll be too hooked on that damn reserve pipe dream just like everybody else. All I can do is wish you good luck and good judgment, tourist. Take care of yourself.
De acuerdo. Entonces ahora lo que tengo que hacer es contarle a Casey sobre la llave. Casey. Ahora.
Casey, you there? Casey, good news. May said she would give me the key we need.
Good news? Hell, tourist. I would classify that as fucking outstanding news. No, look, I don't want to jinx it, but... No, you know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Best not to risk the jinx. Let's just forge ahead. One step at a time. Okay, so, the part to repair the final pump. Gosh, I don't have much to go on. It's weird. There's been really faint chatter about it on a few channels. That have been nothing but static for months. There's an outpost called Bastion, set up in a heavily defended duplex home. Barricades and optimal sightlines. The Reclaimed currently control it. Now, the place has been a hotbed of conflict between Tower and Reclaimed for a while. From what I'm hearing, that's where it is, so be ready for a shitstorm. Good luck, and hey, keep your head on a swivel.
Hey, Casey, how's it going?
Oh, hey, tourist. Honestly, I'm a little freaked out.
Hey, Casey, how's it going?
Oh, hey, tourist. Honest.
Creo que es el... No. Creo que es el momento de llevarme un arma. Creo que me voy a llevar esta por el simple hecho de que está bastante baja de vida. Vale. Encuentro el dial de regulación, regulador de... Vale, esto es lo de siempre. Creo que era esta casa. Creo que sí. Arriba hay gente seguro. Porque he visto un pie. ¿Cómo?
You made it. I didn't doubt that you would, of course, but my patience was beginning to be tested. Let's start with a formal introduction. You are the tourist, and I am Jean-Baptiste. JB for short. There now, we can proceed to matters of more profound consequence. It is my understanding that this gizmo here would be of use to you. It's all yours. Consider it a gift. And when we are finished with our conversation, I will provide you with the missing dial that you'll need to operate it. Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Terrific. Now, I prefer to play it straight. Once I received word that you were collecting these devices, and to what purpose, I saw an opportunity to connect with the city's most illustrious survivor and have a chat about the reserve. So I made it a priority to acquire one, through various means I will not divulge. And now here you are. It is my hope when I'm through you will see the reserve for what it is. Nothing more than a crutch holding back the people of this fine city from regaining themselves.
You've piqued my interest. Go on.
I am a firm believer in the greatness of humankind, our ingenuity, our art, our towering scientific achievements. This reserve nonsense, even if the rumors about what may be inside it exceed our wildest dreams, the bounty will only prolong our addiction to survivalism as the only path in life. It will stifle our creativity. It will eventually lead to our withering doom. Now, this is the proposal that I have for you. Continue your search for the reserve, and when you unearth it, which I have the utmost confidence you will, destroy it. These 4 numbers will disable the entire flood contingency system. Mother Nature We'll rage through the reserve and take care of the rest. 1006. Flood the reserve and set us all free. Give this still glorious city the jump start it needs to refocus on something much grander than mere survival. Grant us hope, tourist, and thank you most sincerely for hearing me out. And let's keep this chat between us, if that's all right. I'm not sure my comrades would see the big picture benefits of removing the reserve from the equation. The floor's now yours, my friend. Anything on your mind that requires clarity?
I want your perspective on the reserve.
Uh-huh.
Why choose me to destroy the reserve?
Because you're the one best equipped to find the accursed place, and I trust you will do the right thing when you do. Call it a hunch.
How did you find this code to flood the reserve?
One of my scouts came across the corpse of a National Guardsman in Rampart High School. The body had a manual for a bunker's flood defense system. I put two and two together.
If the rumors about what's inside the reserve are true, wouldn't it benefit the Reclaim to get your hands on it?
You are absolutely correct. But once those supplies are gone, then what? The same old fruitless pursuits. And there is the very distinct possibility that the tower gets to it before we do. The only way to guarantee this city will move forward in the proper direction is to remove the reserve from the equation entirely.
I have some other questions for you, JB. I'm curious about the Reclaimed.
Yes?
The Reclaimed have made quite a mark on the city. How did the movement get started?
After my exile from the tower for insubordination, I took to raiding their supply lines. Rather efficiently, I might add. No one ever got hurt, and other exiles clamored to join my operations. Needless to say, Mama and her cohorts were not pleased with my exploits, and they sent several communications asking me to cease my pillaging or there'd be consequences. Of course, I refused, politely. No one was going to dictate the terms of my existence anymore. But it wasn't until the tower started sending thugs out to track me down and end me that I decided it was time to send a message of my own.
What's with the gory rituals?
First one was a man I knew well in my brief tenure as a tower grunt. I'd even called him a friend. Trip was his name. Snuck up on me in the middle of sleep. Tried to slit my throat. Still carry the scar. Well, long story short, Trip was no match for me. I maimed him. Something awful, really. And I dragged his body about a mile all the way to the southern bump, which at the time was the most highly trafficked exit from the tower. I found an old oak, hung him upside down from it so his lifeblood would spill rapidly into the soil, and upon his chest I pinned a note that read, "Keep 'em coming." And just like that, I became the most feared boogeyman Nola has seen since the Axeman. Once I had fear on my side, the rest just blossomed naturally. Those with nowhere else to go wanted what I had, so they listened. And they learned. I empowered them. That's all people want. A sense that their lives still have some meaning.
I've heard snippets about the Reclaimed philosophy, but it would be enlightening to hear it from you.
It's simple, really. We want to live purposeful lives. Reclaim the world and our humanity along with it. Mere survival is so petty. It's beneath us, forcing people to focus solely on survival. It's cruel, really. I believe we must invest in a future of our own design. Life is not worth living otherwise.
I have some other questions for you, JB. I've heard enough.
Fair enough. Then we are finished here. The dial, as promised. Godspeed, tourist.
Podría matarte en este momento y se acabó una de las dos facciones. Podría pegarte un tiro ahora mismo. pero creo que son malos, pero no tan malos como los otros. Entonces, sí que son malos y seguramente debería de pegarle un tiro para no arrepentirme, pero como quiero seguir la historia, a ver qué pasa, de momento no te voy a pegar un tiro. Podría matarte. Voy a lootearle la casa.
Finally meet, tourist. After all the hype, you're not exactly what I expected. Thought you'd be more put together, bit more danger to your presence.
You know who I am, but I'm not sure I know who you are. I have a guess, but...
I'm Georgia. Maybe you heard of me, maybe not. I could give two shits. What does concern me is the man inside the building you just stepped out of. The time has come to silence him once and for all. Cut off the head that won't shut up. Rest of the reclaimed fools will fall back in line. Then us tower folk can get back to doing what's right, without all the noise.
From what I know about JB, it may take more than you and a couple goons to take him down.
You a real smart-ass, tourist. I fucking love smart-asses. Especially when I've snipped the tongues out of their smart-ass mouths. But I'm willing to give you a pass on your smart-ass ways. Just this once. I'm gonna offer you an opportunity to be a hero. You game?
That depends. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Quit fucking with me, fool. You know what I want. March back up into that house and kill JB. Prove you are worth more to the tower than the cockroach you've been so far. And in return, all your fucked up transgressions will be forgiven. If you happen to find yourself in the midst of our onslaught on the reserve, tower troops will have your back. You have my word.
This is your conflict, not mine.
Se va a cabrear.
I'm not a hired gun for the tower.
That's a goddamn shame, tourist. JB is not walking out of that place alive, whether you get involved or not. What you don't seem to realize, however, is your fate if you defy me. Let me clarify. Do as you are told, or you are dead. Drop the weapon, right now!
Perdón.
Rumors are swirling that Mama's planning an exodus from the tower. Where the fuck they gonna go?
Mata a JB o avisa a JB. Sinceramente, JB me cae mal, pero tú me caes peor. Podría matarte. No lo voy a hacer. Voy a avisar a JB de lo que le viene.
You've returned. To what do I owe the pleasure, tourist?
Tower troops are outside. They want you dead. I suggest you get out of here.
Well, look at you, tourist. Choosing sides. I suppose that's a good sign regarding our previous conversation. For a rogue spirit, you certainly have proven pivotal in the fight for the soul of this god-forsaken and still glorious city. I have no designs on escape. I plan to march right out of this house, gun drawn, and send a message. If you feel like joining me, I suggest you keep up. When it comes to violence, I am decisive and swift.
Tío. Que se va, que se va. Que se va por ellos. Es el momento de matarlo. He matado a Georgia. He matado a Georgia. He matado a Georgia. He matado a Georgia. Pero sal de la casa, coño.
Bullshit don't scare me.
Someone's about to die! All right, asshole, you're dead! I'm gonna break you, fool! Come on! Bring it! Come on! Bring it! You're gonna regret this! We collaborate well, tourist. Together we might have been able to handle twice as many tower goons. I had forgotten how much I enjoy the thrill of a brawl. Been a while. Thanks for reminding me. And now I must bid you farewell. I have a new broadcast to prepare, hearts and minds to ignite. Perhaps you may even get a special mention. But please, do me one last favor.
Madre de Dios. Sinceramente, no quería ayudarlo. Quería que muriesen los dos, pero es mejor que haya muerto.
My dear Georgia, we have gone too far. This has to stop. We are not cruel. No matter what our community is facing right now, we have to remember our promise to the people. I understand the need to pivot when faced with a crisis, Georgia. Those responsible for the atrocities that led to the disease were brought to justice. We have to put the lessons we learned from all that tick business behind us. When I first learned that those animals were serving human flesh to our most desperate, simply to meet hunting quotas, I was enraged. But as difficult as it may be, I had to pivot. I had to try and understand the desperation that drove them to hunt human beings. Maybe our scavenging quarters were a mistake. Yes, punishment was warranted.
He matado a la que no es.
Allow those horrors to color all the choices we make moving forward. We must help people, not abandon. I have been changing course and making difficult decisions a majority of my life. We can figure this out. We can get this community back on the right track. I may be a bit compromised these days, but my mind is as sharp as ever. You need to be patient, and you need to trust me. You know, I have always thought of you as the daughter I never had. Have I ever steered you wrong? We will return to better days. Your mama.
Me he cargado a Mama. A lo mejor se me ha ido la pinza, pero es que lo he visto y he dicho, it's the moment. ¿Sabes? Entonces me he puesto a matar, pero a lo mejor no debería de haberlo hecho. Dios, es que cuando te cargas a alguien te vienen unos arrepentimientos, tío, que es como, por favor.
Tourist, thank you, and goodbye. Maybe our paths will cross again. Maybe not. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Personally, I think you should follow us out of this doomed city. Like I said, you would be an asset to the Exodus. But you need to follow whatever story resides in your head. Just know that you are a part of my and Ambra's story, along with the stories of a couple dozen folks who might have been dead by the end of the week if it wasn't for your efforts. Ambra wanted to give you one more drawing. I think she hopes it'll sway your decision. Good luck, and I hope you find what you're searching for. May.
May se ha ido para siempre, chicos. May se ha ido. Pero me he cagado mucho, tío. ¿Me estás diciendo en serio? ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Qué ha pasado? He disparado. Solo he disparado. He disparado. He dicho... ¿Cuánto tengo de metal? 49. ¿Tengo suficiente? ¡Oh! 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 Se puede coger. ¡Dios! ¡Madre de Dios! Así sí dan ganas, así. Vamos a por esto ahora, Pero así sí dan ganas, así. Azúcar y proteínas, de acuerdo. Hostia puta. Hostia. Vamos a ir con espadas, o sea, todo el mundo lo sabe. Mis huevos que no me las llevo, ¿sabes?
I'm back, Casey. Ready to repair the pump. You still alive?
Yeah, alive, but almost swimming. No turning back after this, tourist. We have to get after it. I'm running out of time. You prepared?
Preparadísimo.
Okay, serial number first.
Vale.
749-0003-13.
All right, set valve A to 38.
Valve A, 38. Green.
Valve B needs to be set at 44.
Valve B, 44. A, B, double green.
You're a machine, tourist. Okay, valve C, set it to 60.
Valve C to 60. Green all around. Button press, and we are calibrated.
Excellent, okay. The last pump is not far from the cemetery. It's in a concrete industrial shed in the old jazz park, near the statue of the musicians. Should be easy to find. The key you got from May unlocks the door to the shed. Now once the part is installed, contact me and I'll get the pump system started. We are so close, tourist. Access to the reserve for you.
Let's wait on this.
I get it.
Perdón,
Other
perdón.
stuff on your mind.
All right, go on.
Alright, let's get back to it. Excellent, okay. The last pump is not far from the cemetery. It's in a concrete industrial shed in the old jazz park, near the statue of the musicians. Should be easy to find. The key you got from May unlocks the door to the shed. Now once the part is installed, contact me and I'll get the pump system started. We are so close, tourist. Access to the reserve for you. Get the fuck out of the reserve for me. Oh, can't wait.
Madre, 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 me siento el putísimo, vamos, vale. Cuidado,
Casey, come in. It's go time.
Awesome, tourist. Never doubted you.
That's good, Casey. It's a mistake to underestimate me.
Oh, believe me. I know. All right, I'm gonna power everything up. It should work, but you never know. Guess we need to be prepared for anything. Okay, here goes. Fingers crossed.
¿Eh?
Oh, yes! It's working! What a fucking relief! I can hear the pumps firing up overhead.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what? What's the problem? Something going on out there?
Yeah. St. Vincent's Church just lit up. Can see it all the way from here. The location of the reserve is no longer a secret, Casey. Fireworks, marching band, and a big neon sign flashing the reserve might have been more subtle.
Both sides are gonna descend on this place like flies on shit. I need to get the fuck out of here. Now. God damn it, tourist. I still can't open the door. Okay, think, Casey, think. Alright, I think I know what's going on. The doors won't open until the pump system knows where to redirect the water. Let's see. There's a manual flow control inside the church. Now, you need to get over here quick. Open the valve to one of the rooms so the water has a place to go. Then the doors will unlock, and I can get the hell out, tourist. Come on, please, please. I don't want to be stuck in this place when a bunch of nuts with guns show up feeling greedy. And neither do you.
Dirígete a la iglesia. De acuerdo, voy a dejarlo aquí mismo. ¡No! ¡Oh! ¡No me jodas! ¡No me jodas! ¡Ay Dios, ay Dios, ay Dios! Me pones nervioso, me pones nervioso, me pones nervioso, me pones nervioso, me pones nervioso. Ay Dios, ay Dios, ay Dios, ay Dios, adiós. No me digas que es el final del juego, por favor, que me pone muy nervioso. Estas cosas me ponen muy nervioso. Estas cosas me ponen muy nervioso. Vale, me voy a llevar un puto huevo de cosas, porque si es el final del juego la voy a pasar cagada,